Hello and welcome to today's tutorial. I will be going over the Rockwell automation website, specifically the product configurator for configuring push buttons, selector switches, and pilot lights. And I will be showing you the items that are on the quiz, and this is how you should use the website to enable you to answer the questions correctly. Alright, so let us get started. So the first thing we want to do is we want to go to www.rockwellautomation.com. Now sometimes if you don't come up to this exact screen, it comes up to a screen that asks you to pick your region, like United States, English, something like that. You'll have to do that first and it'll take you to this page. So otherwise it should take you to this page. If not, just select North America English if that is your language. So there's once we get to this screen, there's two ways to get where we need to go. The simplest way for me is these 9 little dots here in a square. This right here is the way I always take, and you just have to watch out that because if you sometimes when you minimize your screen, sometimes this little set of boxes here can be actually invisible to where you can't see them. So just make sure you expand your window out, maximize it if you can't see these 9 little boxes. The other way is selecting the product catalog, which is the same thing. If you hover over it, it says product configurator. So it's the same thing but different. So this is the way I've always chose, but either way you go, it's going to take you to the same place. So I want to go ahead and select this. I want to go down to where it says product configurator. And this brings me to the configurator catalog page. So this right here is where we can actually, if we know part numbers, we can type those part numbers in and it can give us information about those parts. Or if we know what category it's in, we can scroll down and select from that category and then keep hitting the drop down, this expand, to expand out and keep answering questions of each attribute until we get to the answer that we're looking for. So for the first, we're going to be looking at push buttons and selector switches and pilot lights specifically. So this right here is actually a question off of the quiz for the Rockwell automation. Now these right here do not have the right answers, so and it may not be question 3 on yours because all the questions on the quiz are randomized. So just because you see that the one I've got opened up is in question 3 doesn't mean this particular one will be question 3 on yours. So with that being said, here are the catalog numbers from Rockwell on the left hand side. What you will do during this is this right here is just a match. So what you're going to have to do is take these catalog numbers, take them and put them into Rockwell's website, which is here where it says catalog number. You're going to search, and then it's going to give you some information about it. Based off that description, you need to be able to sort out which one of these descriptions goes with this. So I'll do one for us. So we're going to do this 800 FP-F3. So, but if I should just be able to highlight that and do a copy and paste. Okay, and then I do a search. So that tells me that that is a push button, 800F push button. That's the family it's in. Plastic, flush, green, no legend. Okay, so now what we need to do is take this description and find out, is there something in the list that we can say, yes, that's it. So it's a push button, plastic, flush, green. So let's just see if we have something. Push button, flush, red, push button, flush, green. So it looks like to me on this particular one it's going to be P. Now just remember that the answers are also randomized. So don't just sit there and think that you can just answer these like boom, 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 you know, because you can't just write the answers down and it's going to be, you have to actually compare this catalog number to the description, because the questions are randomized and the answers are randomized. So per test, every time you take one, it's gonna open it up differently. So don't try to just jot down the A, B, C, D and put it with this, because it may not be what you get on your quiz. Okay, so let's try another one, and that should suffice for this. So I'm going to go ahead, and you can copy these catalog numbers down. You can write them down, whichever. I'm just showing you an easier way of actually just highlighting it, clicking and highlighting, hitting Control C, so I can copy this and then go back. Now here I want to go back, and I want to hit Control V to paste that in. I want to do another search. This tells me that that's a latch, plastic latch. Okay, so that's pretty easy. So let's just go back and take a look at one that says plastic latch. Plastic latch. So that there would be F on this particular quiz. Remember, make sure you look at the catalog number versus the description. Do not get these wrong because you just wrote some answers down and didn't take the time to read it. Okay, so that's right there is all you should have to do all the way down through here on this particular question. This right here should be very easy to get these done. And this right here is, I think, 16 points on the quiz. So there'll be later videos that will discuss more in detail about how to go down into certain categories and groups and build a part number. So this right here is the easier of the two, is to already know the catalog number and just get the description, be able to bring out the information and match it up. So that's it for this video. I'll see you on the next one.